How do y'all feel about Drake putting hot sauce in his condoms and shit? Whoever want to start that joint off.
Good job.
I agree with
yourself. Watch your back.
I think it was it's funny. It's
funny.
smart. He didn't have to do that, but it is smart. I mean, why was she fishing for the condom in the first place?
What do you mean?
That's the point. Well, you know,
Oh,
she
you
was
talking about the girl that
she was trying to get herself pregnant, like inseminate herself.
Yeah.
But I feel like, well, do she have a case? Does she have a case?
She's gonna lose if she tries.
I think she
trying.
does
She
have
went
a
to
case.
she went to court.
Yeah.
She
Isn't that what's in the
She
news?
wants to sue
Yeah,
him.
it's a lawsuit she's trying to do, as far as I know.
But she gonna lose.
Oh, she put that thing
She's
in her
gonna
thing.
spend more money trying to.
She put that hot in that yacht. That twat. Damn, that shit crazy.
Right.
That's just.
Burn
yeah,
it
come
up.
You
on.
done laced the condom with Texas Pete.
I honestly,
You
why don't niggas just flush condoms down the toilet?
Because that's not.
Or did
might-
she
that's
plunge
not
that
good
bitch
for
up?
your plumbing
He might have
Yeah,
an
he's
expensive
rich.
toilet.
He's rich.
So what?
He's still a person.
Nigga, he has a jet.
So what? You don't-
Why were you
but it
fishing
takes-
for the
but then if
condom?
you-
That's
If you
the
got a
biggest
jet,
thing.
you worried about a toilet?
Yeah, I am.
I mean,
Because it takes
have
time.
you-
He got another toilet?
Have you seen the toilets in his house though?
Yeah,
No,
they're
they were
nice.
They ain't regular toilets.
Yeah,
They're nice.
True. I think they made
Why?
like,
The biggest
think
thing
they
is
made
why
it
did you
diamond
do
or
what you
something, I
did?
don't know.
Why you worrying about what I did? You did this.
Yeah, why he
I
not
kind of
on
knew
top?
you was going to do this actually, and this is
That's crazy. I
who
ain't
cares what I did? You were wrong.
Yeah, that.
Is that not against the law? That's weird. Like
Yeah, man. That
that's crazy.
I think, and then see, for what I think about is the fact that, like, how likely were you to even get pregnant because there's spermicide in condoms? Like,
She was willing to
It
take
is?
the chance.
I
yeah,
didn't know that.
Yeah, I ain't know that neither.
like,
I don't think sperm dies until
there's
It can reach
spermicide
there.
on
like
that shit, so,
7
like,
or something minutes. I know that like
If it reaches the air, dude.
oh yeah, a couple days. I'm all like 7 minutes. You're right. You're right.
Because under the comments of that, I was seeing that some basketball player, I forgot who, but he messed with a girl and finished in her mouth, and she kept it in her mouth, went into the bathroom, whatever, or however long she had it, and then impregnated herself, and he actually got a kid now from that.
Because the
So you gotta
semen,
take care of that kid.
the semen.
How do you
protects-
tell your child that? Like, listen.
The semen protects the
she got
sperm.
a refrigerator mouth? What?
No, the semen
Like,
protects
how are
it.
you preserving sperm in your fucking mouth? It's crazy.
It can still live.
It does.
Probably put it
live.
under her tongue. Remember my man from SpongeBob put the pickles
But
under his
if I was
tongue.
a judge and I
was
heard
just
that
talking
happen,
about that.
I'd be like, no, he doesn't owe child support. You shouldn't have did that. Now you got a kid.
I mean, well, he chose to have sex with her.
And how do you
But-
prove that?
This is like some.
That is true.
That sounds like my teacher ate my dog ate my homework type vibe. Like no, she pulled the condom out the fucking trash and inseminated herself. Like that.
Yeah.
Don't
It is
mean-
true.
That's not. I mean, that's not hard to believe coming from a famous person. Because of course a
It's
girl
not,
gonna
'cause
want
this is
to
what
have your
happens.
baby.
I mean,
Well, this
to
feels
get
like
some
some
money.
Brittany Renner type stuff.
oh Lord.
And I like Brittany Renner. I liked her before all of this stuff. I've been following her for a long time. I mean, how do y'all feel about her?
She cool. I like her. I like her a lot. She's
She's
got
smart.
it.
She's really
Yeah.
smart. It's just she's really real too. Like she's really
Yeah.
blunt.
And on
I
top
fucks
of
with her,
the
but
fact, you don't see how she really is.
Yeah.
I don't think she's really like
She's not.
she's just
I don't
playing
think
into the
so.
Yeah,
character.
I fucks with her. I just think she's just doing damage control because it's like
Yeah.
I gotta be the villain, so why not just live up to it?
Just be the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all are here for y'all are gonna be here regardless. I got the audience now, so might as well keep it up.
That is true.
Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
CLB, spin that shit.
Let's get it.
You go.
Yeah.
See, I ain't going for that shit you niggas saying. Heard you got extorted in that hood, so who you paying?
Like, who you
Baby want me cuff, always ask me why I'm playing.
I ain't
Better watch what you saying, you don't want smoke with that man.
No.
Get it on my own, won't never ask for lending hands.
For real.
Just stick to the plan, that bag I bring it in. Just stick to the plan, that bag I bring it in.
Bring it in.
Just stick to the plan, that bag I bring it in.
Bring it in.
Niggas know my style, you know I'm solid.
Fact.
Used to want them brand new phone pods, couldn't buy it. Love it how she talkin' when she suck me, shit be fire.
Talk.
I ain't even slept in 48 hours. Told that bitch I'm tired. Asked me where I'm from, I told her ass home of the wire.
What's up, Baby, welcome back to the Cuzzies podcast. I'm your host, Sweet Tea Light, because y'all niggas haven't been dropping likes, and I need y'all to, you know what I mean, support the channel. You know what I mean, tell a friend, tell a friend. To my right, introduce yourself.
I'm Natalie. Follow me on Instagram at Natalie Maria, 2 underscores in the middle, 2 A's at the end.
Okay. You got a nickname or?
Nat Doll.
Okay. To my right. Introduce yourself.
Yo, Patty.
Right.
It's like, Sean with a C, because he always pulled from 3. What the C stand for today?
C stand for. I don't know.
Confused.
C stand for confused. I don't know.
And to my right. Introduce yourself. It's like, no, CLB Ib, because he ain't saving them kids. Always saving the wife in a dire situation. How y'all feel?
I feel good. We hit 100 subs, so
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. C should have been congratulations to
C
that.
stand for congratulations.
Oh,
Yeah.
like that.
But other than that, I feel great. Giveaway details coming soon, so be on the lookout. How about you, Sean?
I feel good too. I'm happy we hit 100. I feel like we can hit 1,000 soon too. Not like soon. I don't think it's gonna happen overnight, but I don't think it's gonna take a year. Not that it took a year to hit 100, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel you.
I think this is just the momentum just gonna go.
I feel good because I'm the 100th subscriber guest. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 subscribers. What's it?
Feeling-
Special.
feeling
End of the
great,
season,
feeling
yeah,
good.
100 subscribers special at the end of the season. Last episode of the season.
Buzzer
Yeah.
beater. I didn't even think about
I
that.
didn't think about it either.
Second
Yeah.
season, 100
If
subs.
y'all watching and y'all thinking right now, they look alike. It's because it's my young blood. It's my little sister.
Listen, I'm Penny Proud. He's Lassie.
I'm Michael C. Tito.
You gonna steal
You
mine?
said, Mike.
He gotta go. Guess what?
It's
Guess
my
what?
young blood sister. Yeah.
Yes, dude.
I'm Beyonce. He's Kelly.
Kelly Rowland?
Yeah,
Damn.
You know Kevin Samuels said Kelly Rowland look better than Beyonce.
that's fine. Beyonce's more successful.
Solid point.
How you feel, Talal?
Shit, I feel good. Honestly, traffic was a little weird. Like, it was like a little traffic around like the Amish market. I think Jeff Hardy was probably there doing Swanton bombs and shit.
Wrestling match.
Yeah, they do have a wrestling match
Yeah,
there.
it's
That's right.
just, it's just fire. I
Have
need
they
to go.
actually had
Y'all like
Jeff
the
Hardy
food from
before?
there?
I never went.
I like the food from there. You gotta
Yeah,
go.
they
My
got
mom
They
get
gotta
like
go.
sage and shit.
Streets be telling
For
me
real?
about the potato salad there. I don't eat potato salad, but people say
Yeah,
I
I
eat
haven't
the
had
like pretzel logs.
Yeah, I haven't had the potato salad, but I heard Amish potato salad is the best potato salad.
My mom always get
For
it.
real. I don't like potato salad,
You know
so
what's funny?
revoke my black card.
Yeah, I don't eat.
When I used to-
I don't eat it either.
I eat it just to, you know what I mean, get a little swivel.
When I used
Hello,
to
what?
Swivel.
deliver for Amazon, we had to go right over the border into a PA, and I used to deliver to some Amish
The border.
Amish houses.
Really?
Yeah, but I was like, "How you ordering Amazon? You
Because
Amish?
there's
different
different
levels.
types. There's different types.
That's crazy."
I used to think the same thing because I was working for a job where we built a house for Amish people.
yeah,
They supposed to do that themselves?
right,
There's
exactly.
different types.
And I was like, "How you ordering from Amazon?
There
You
is
supposed
a
to have
lot of-
internet. Like, who gave you a phone? How you know about
Yeah.
the internet?"
You know, it's
Not
fire.
how you know about the internet.
I like
well,
it-
that's
it-
true. That's true.
It's fire that they give them that one chance to, what is it like? It's like a month.
Ron Springer. Yeah, you talking about
Yeah.
that? Ron
Yeah.
Springer.
Ron Springer.
Did to decide if they want to stay Amish.
Yeah, that's fire. You know what that is?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm hip.
Oh,
It's
is it?
like basically their one
Spring
night
break.
to
Wow
break all the
week, yeah.
rules, but you can't come back if you
If you
choose
if
not
you
to.
you choose not to, right?
That's fire.
And they shun you. Yeah.
That's
How many
fire in a
days-
sense, but
how many
damn,
days do you
talking
get?
about kicking you out the goddamn nest.
That's
Right.
fire though. I mean, I'm pretty
It's
sure
a
they
lot
got
of
like
rules to this types of stuff. I dated a Muslim, and he broke the rules. He got me Christmas gifts, all types of stuff. I don't.
Damn,
Shit.
Yeah.
was he
He was
jail,
cool.
jail Muslim or not?
No.
He took a
He's
shot.
the
He
real
was pretty-
kind.
He wasn't, but he was. I don't want to speak on this man like that.
He wore
Yeah.
Kofi
He
in
want
his
to put all his business. He did not. That's what I'm saying. He was. He ate like them. You know.
New age Jones.
Yeah.
He was strict to those standards, but he didn't have.
He didn't do the prayer.
The opportunity to say if he wanted to be one. He was raised like that. So
Yeah.
I guess
Oh, okay.
when you're an adult, do y'all think like parents should give you a choice as a child or what? Because he never grew up celebrating birthdays and
Yeah,
holidays and stuff.
Hell
so
yeah! I think I never really thought about it, but
he doesn't have feelings towards them because he never
yeah.
did it.
And the way
So-
that I guess the way the Amish do it is the right way to do it. Really,
Yeah.
I don't really know if theirs is a religion or not. I'm not gonna speak on it. So, but the way that they do it is right. Like you get to decide what you do.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you call it. Cause are they
it's just a lifestyle, right?
Yeah, it's because it's not a religion. Like I was about to say, is that ethnicity? It's not ethnicity. I don't know.
What is it?
Yeah.
I think.
So,
I mean, they might identify as
I
that.
think they will say
I
it's
think in
a.
some way it is a religion.
A
I seen this
religion.
thing on YouTube. This guy, he visits hoods, he visit Amish people, he visit Mennonites, he visit all kinds of different things, and just talk to the people for a whole video.
Hood vlogs.
No,
I
it's
was
not
about to
hood
say
vlogs. It's some white guy. It's some white guy.
Hood vlogs.
Hood vlogs do the same thing, but it's a different guy. I forgot his name. But when he was talking to these Amish people, they kept on bringing up God and why they was talking about why they Amish and stuff. So I think it is some type of got something to do with religion, but I think it's mostly just about the lifestyle, being pure or whatever.
Their party's probably lit.
You think so?
Yeah, nobody on the phone.
Okay.
But how's gonna be music? Oh yeah, they can play instruments.
Yeah, they can do everything.
What if I want to hear Lil Durk? I don't want to hear the guitar.
Well, you
But I
don't
feel
know
like
what
they
it
don't-
is.
I feel like they don't listen to that type of. They just all seem very, very reserved
Shit.
for some reason.
Well, I wouldn't know.
They can only be but so reserved. They
Yeah.
probably make moonshine.
Right.
Yeah.
Gone.
Sound like dope or something.
Yeah.
Solid point. They don't do it, then we might get canceled. What y'all want to start off with?
I think number one. We should just go right into it.
Shit. Well, do y'all feel that it's a war between the man and the woman, or queen, whatever y'all want to be called?
Of course.
It kind of seems like there is right now. It has been for the last couple years, at least with the internet. It's not. It ain't like that in like when you out with a person, but on the internet, definitely a war between men and women, and women started it.
I feel like it's
Ooh.
mostly a dating thing.
That,
It's a dating thing. I mean, of course, it's in the workplace, I guess, because women still feel like we're being somewhat oppressed, or, you know, a man holds higher value in life, period, because y'all were meant to be providers, and everything was kind of just in y'all favor to begin with. But in the dating world, it's serious. Like, it's really, really serious.
I'm gonna tell you how women started the war though. Simple line right here. They've been saying this for years. Niggas ain't shit. They started the war. And we ain't said nothing for years.
I mean, can we really say, because if we say something, it's like
You're saying you are shit, and a lot of y'all aren't. I'm not gonna lie, but y'all say the same thing about us. It's just now we have a voice. 3 generations removed, we didn't. So
generations removed.
now we can say what we want, and women kind of don't need men anymore. We kind of don't even need y'all to have kids. Like, we can go into a sperm bank and be like, we can adopt, we can.
Let's get down
You
to the
think-
nitty gritty. If back in there's never been a matriarchy. Wonder why?
Define that. I don't know.
Yeah, you
A
got
matriarchy.
just-
So don't you know
They
how-
like to find that.
some child patriarchies, where a man leads a society. There's never been a society that lasted and thrived where a woman leads. So back in the old generations back since the
you
beginning
know
of the
of?
time.
Right. Don't,
I
don't
mean,
say
because
nothing.
I'm saying how much.
No, that hasn't ever. Can you name one?
Well, how much does
No.
with the
Queen Elizabeth.
No, bro. The council runs the country. She just a figure.
I mean, that's how the president is here. Though.
Well, I guess I can ask,
I mean,
how
but
much
president,
does
you
what
got
the
more.
president
But go
decides
back.
today affect what you're doing? I mean, it doesn't affect anything really that I'm doing. I'm not
Right.
gonna lie.
Go back to old times before
I had
we
to
had
get
all
the
the stuff we
jab.
got now. Go back to back old times.
That's the old
Men
days.
protected, but listen, it's gonna tie in.
Okay.
Oh, I have something to say. I know
So
what he's gonna
basically,
say.
because you said women don't need men,
That's true.
you live comfortably because of all the things men built.
But
You
Get
got
him that.
okay,
Get him that,
listen,
dog.
men.
No, wait, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
And
Something rivalry. Dun, dun, dun.
and so, if men wasn't here to protect y'all, build the world for y'all be dead.
And so will we. If that
No.
they
If
die, we
women,
die.
Yeah,
if women
technically.
didn't carry
Yeah.
you, y'all wouldn't be
die
here.
someday, but we could survive.
But let's also
we
say,
need the woman to have kids.
y'all wouldn't be
Yeah,
here
that's
if
all
it
we
weren't.
need for.
But listen, I mean, but we don't even
I mean,
need y'all
it's
for
true,
that
though.
anymore.
We can
But listen,
survive. Like, if
here's
it-
what else.
I
If it
am
was
not
a
agreeing with that.
bare
I am
bones
not
world.
co-signing my own man.
If it was, if
Wait a
it
minute.
was a bare bones world, chill. You look like that. If it was a bare, yo, funny.
Go ahead.
Hey, If it was a bare bones world, just like I'm going off Kevin James.
Oh,
golf
Jesus.
ball.
Come on.
If it was a bare bones world,
Look what kind of brother I
women
have.
can't manipulate the environment.
Yes, they can with
Like,
the pussy.
No,
literally.
See, you thinking of that all wrong. You don't even get it.
War
They're
started
not
over
strong
pussy.
enough. They're not physically not even strong enough to manipulate the environment, build shelters and stuff like that. They had a show where they put 10 or 20 women on the island and 10 or 20 men on the island, and they had to survive, like get fresh water, hunt for food, build shelter to survive. But
I get what you're saying now.
halfway through episode 1, the women was damn near dead. The producers had to come in, put the helicopter on the beach, fly them out, so they was about
Yeah, that's
to die.
wild.
They couldn't survive. By the
Okay. Listen, we don't have to do all that. We live in listen, this is the modern
no
times.
I know exactly what I'm saying is if men didn't build the world for y'all, you wouldn't be living so comfortably.
But the world is
already
here.
did.
This is what we're saying. We're talking
we
about
talking
when it
about
comes
now,
to
though. I get what you're
relationships and
saying.
stuff like that. Like I do
Even
understand
now.
what you're saying. But what I'm saying is women have evolved. Men have not. And the reason I say this is because y'all always kind of been the same. Listen, because I'm
I get
speaking
what
more
you're
when
saying.
it comes
We already been
to
doing this stuff, so
relationships
it's
and stuff
nothing
like
really
that.
changed.
But when it comes to the way that y'all view us today, like y'all,
How have women evolved and men have?
Hold on, Sean.
right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Let that dog
Let me
talk.
say
Go
my
ahead.
thoughts,
Go ahead.
please.
Hold on, Sean.
What we were just speaking on, like I said, is it's really a bigger topic when it comes to relationships and stuff, and why women I feel like are so bitter towards men is because, like I said, like three generations removed, 3 or 4. When you look at the average household, there was the man, the husband, who was providing everything. Women had to get married. Now, y'all don't even have to, y'all really aren't likable. You get what I'm saying? Now we don't have to marry y'all to have status. We're out here in the world and we actually matter in society now. So it's kind of like if you aren't coming with anything exceptional, it doesn't matter. You know how men always say women think with their emotions and stuff and y'all are logic. Well, y'all really don't offer us much when it comes to what we need. But men always say like, why do women always look at us for money? Because that's really all, that's the most that y'all have to provide. Y'all can't come to us with emotions and things like that. A lot of guys always talk about how, I don't express myself and stuff, and this almost became like it was something that's cool. I'm really just saying, like I said, women don't really need men now. We have to want y'all, and y'all don't really have that many things to want. I'm not speaking on you 3 sitting in this room, but I'm saying if you look at the majority, especially this generation. Now, I'm not saying this generation of women aren't messed up, but I really think that has to do with our parents. But I'm just saying, if collectively, the men in this generation aren't the men from back in the day, but y'all want us to be the women from back in the day. Like, we have not evolved. Y'all haven't evolved. We had to change. We have these rights now. We have jobs and we have thoughts and we can express ourselves and we can be in places of power. Y'all haven't adapted to that. Y'all don't like that. Y'all want us to be the housewife and submissive and stuff. But men also have to submit to women and y'all don't.
In what way?
Y'all don't. Because I feel like, you know how
Emotional
okay,
availability.
basically a submissive woman, she actually holds more power than she thinks in a relationship. Because the man, he's weak for her. Men submit to women in different way than women submit to men. We're not saying like, you won't be the leader of the house, but it's also like, if I'm taking care of the house, you know that this is how I do stuff. So don't you come in here and do something to mess that up either. I have my territory and you have yours. We just submit in different ways. Men these days, what's the difference between submission and control? A lot of men these days, I'm going to say men, and I'm going to do this because I use that loosely. Men, when it comes to women, y'all really want us to do what you say. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Men like to say they want a powerful woman. They want a woman who has her own stuff. They want all of this, but don't really want to be with the woman like that because you don't know what it takes to be with a woman like that. You're not going to be able to tell her what to do all the time. She has her own thoughts and opinions and stuff. It's not true. Y'all really don't. Just like how y'all say y'all want a natural woman, but y'all don't want women with stretch marks everywhere, acne, short hair if she's black, stuff like that. Y'all really want the woman with the perky boobs, the nice butt, small waist, all that type of stuff. it's like y'all be kind of contradicting yourselves. Now, I get men. I get it. We're all people. But I do have to speak for my ladies when I say y'all want a lot of stuff that y'all really don't. Y'all have not evolved. Y'all don't want the modern woman. Y'all want the modern woman to act like
the back in the day one.
Yes.
Somebody in the comments like, yes.
Shit, I'm sitting
But
here
it's
like
just-
that. Because I'm kind
if you open your mind, it's true.
I'm kind of different in, like, I don't really agree with Sean when he says, like, back in the day, like for instance, that example you use with the 20 men on the island, 20 women on the island. The only reason those women couldn't thrive is because they're used to the way that things are now.
Yeah.
But if you go back, way back, and it's just about surviving, women are going to figure it out.
listen.
They're going to find a way to make up for their strength.
Even outside of that, think
deficiencies.
about the household. You got to think about the women were the one holding all that down. The man worked. He came home and he didn't cook. He didn't clean. He didn't do all that type of stuff. And they worked together. That's the thing. But those women were not happy. Those men also had another family on the other side of town and all that type of stuff. Those men, some of y'all great grandfathers were trash. Like, they were shitty people.
Shit, you ain't gotta go to
Trashy
great for me.
people. Horrible, actually. And they didn't treat the women right and stuff, but we didn't have a choice. Women didn't have a choice. Y'all didn't have to be likable. Y'all just had to have status. I mean, not status, but a job. Really.
Sperm cells.
They really didn't even care about what the women possessed as far as...
The women got their rights and stuff now or whatever. But did you know women didn't even want it? The men voted to give them the rights?
That's great, but now
women
what?
voted, no, but
that's
you know
only because
women-
there was no choice.
Yeah,
No,
I mean...
no.
There was no
Who was
women.
listening to us?
Women weren't in power to even be able to vote on that.
No, they was. They voted against it. They didn't want it.
Oh,
wanted
they
to be
voted
housewives.
against...
They didn't want
Those
the right
women,
to vote
though.
and stuff like
I'm
that.
not 60
I know,
and 70
no.
years old.
I know, but look,
That's
you
like...
talking about the people who shaped the world for you now. They didn't at the time. They didn't want that. The men voted to give it to them anyways.
That's
kinda-
that's
But are
like
you
the
going to go
equivalent
off
to
of
the people on the
everything
slave.
people did way
Yeah, like,
back
if I was
then? Like,
back in my-
yeah,
if I
so
was
we
way
should
back
still be
then, I would've-
slaves? Like, okay, that's kind of like, do y'all feel, I'm asking you men specifically, do y'all feel like women should hold themselves to a higher standard than a woman should? I'm sorry, hold on. Do y'all feel like women should hold themselves to a higher standard than men should? Sexually, morally, things like that.
No, I feel like I kind of need a moment to think about this, but not really. No, I mean, I'm more of a I like what I like, and if what you're doing is what I like, I don't need you to elevate any more than that. I mean, it is what it is. So I can't. I mean, I think like basically what I'm saying is, if you like what I'm doing right now and I like what you're doing right now, I don't need you to be
Raise the bar.
I don't need you to raise the bar. I'm fine with what you got, so I'd say no.
Yeah, I would say no too, because the things that I would look for in a woman you would check all the
Yeah.
boxes. I don't need you to fucking skydive and do all this crazy shit. I can talk to you about nothing. You know my favorite joint. I ain't putting that out.
He's going to say yeah.
No, I was gonna say no.
And okay, now can we take it into another zone, like sexually? Because a lot of men feel like the double standard, just because it's been a thing forever, how a woman should carry herself should be higher than him. I'm going to have to disagree. I feel like that's another way that men have not evolved. We are
What do you mean
all
sexually?
humans.
Well,
Like,
you
we
can't
can
be saying
all...
evolve. You didn't evolve.
We did. Y'all
No, you
didn't.
because
That's
you
what I'm
evolved and
saying.
you
Because y'all
did
aren't
and
with
be a
the
whole new
times when it
species
comes
out.
to women.
No, you can. You using
Oh, I
the
see
wrong
what you're
word. You
saying.
didn't evolve because
Okay.
you'd all be dead and there'd be a whole new species of.
Okay,
That's
well,
what you're saying.
if you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm
I'm
saying,
saying,
though,
I get what
a-hole.
you're
I know what you're saying.
Like,
Like, the wrong word. That's irritating.
okay, well, correct
haven't-
me then.
all right, adapt.
Give me the word.
Adapt is
Adapt.
the word.
Adapt. Okay.
All right, but go ahead.
You pop one of them. What you call
Yes.
them?
What?
Lozenges. What is it really called?
Lozenge.
Lozenges.
Lozenger.
Me?
No, him.
Oh.
Popped it on the low. That's what he was talking. Go ahead. Pop one.
But, yeah, do y'all feel like sexually, like, there's a double standard that men can do things women cannot do?
Yeah.
There's a double standard, but do you
yeah,
carry
but that's-
yourself like that in relationships? Do you look at females like, if she's had 10 bodies, that's crazy?
I used to be that way.
I don't
Absolutely
I
used
don't
to
want
be
to know
that way.
that.
I used to, like, I was a hoe, and I wanted a fucking
You're
Virgin
admitting
Mary, you know. But nowadays,
Yeah, that's crazy
I don't really
to
give a
me.
damn. It matters who though.
Yeah,
I
it
won't
does.
say it don't matter
100%.
who. Like if I know like if it was one of y'all,
It's clip.
Yeah.
it's clipped, right? But like just in general, nah, I don't care anymore. That's not even a conversation that I have
Yeah.
with people that I date.
I don't want to know your bodies, but I would want to know if it was one of my homies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only thing.
Okay, so because there is a double standard, do you believe in it though? That's what I'm saying. Because I hear a lot of men saying, that's just how it is though. So that's how I carry it. Like, yeah, that's how my fathers were, that's how my uncles were. And I'm just thinking like, you can't think for yourself. Like you don't also see this person as a human. You can contract the same diseases this
Exactly,
person can.
bro.
You
The
can
diseases
but they
are-
don't care. It's
the
just
diseases
because
go both
it's
ways.
just because they're men. They're like, as a woman, you need to carry yourself to a higher standard than a man should. And that sounds crazy to me. That's like, you're basically telling me, like I said, if I'm in a relationship and a dude come to me and say that to me, I'm going to think you can do whatever you want. And you're supposed to just, it's okay because you're a man. And to me, if I tell you something about my past, you're going to look at me like I'm crazy. But you don't even know how many bodies you
I
have.
guess it's because of the animalistic.
Yeah.
You know, the thing. The man is the animals and shit. Have sex, reproduce, multiply, and then you build your little. You know what I mean, talk to these joints, lions. Talk to this little lioness, cracker. Go to another lioness.
I understand
cracker,
it. I
boom.
get that it's
So I
been
guess it
that
just
way.
applied to the men.
I just don't agree.
Yeah, so for me, I don't agree that it's a higher standard, but I do think that the stereotypes exist, and I want to say to an extent I do agree with them.
I agree with you too.
It's not a higher standard though.
But I think she could, because she told me this the other day, and she said to the people she talking to about it, they agreed. It's her specific wording, because I've heard people say women should hold themselves to a higher standard. I've never heard people say it the way she worded. Women should hold themselves to a higher standard than men. I never heard that ever.
Well, that's what was said. That's what I'm saying.
that's-
And that
that's
sounds
really the
crazy. That
only-
changes it.
No, 'cause-
Yeah, because
I don't
it
think
is
so.
the
Who
only.
else would it
be compared
That's
to?
what I'm saying.
Another
He
woman.
doesn't
but
get that though. He
no.
doesn't get it.
Listen, let me tell you.
I get what you're
because
saying.
it don't have to be. First of all, with holding yourself to a high standard, you don't have to compare yourself
To a man.
to anybody else at all. It's not a comparing thing.
So what's
It's
the
just-
higher?
Let me finish. It's not about comparing. You can just hold yourself to a higher standard. Like if a girl is out here just sleeping with different dudes whenever, when somebody say they should hold themselves to a higher standard, I mean, just cut back on that. It's not gonna got to be compared to somebody else. What somebody else is doing, it's not about nobody else.
I think
That's
it
like
does have
somebody
to be-
coming to you
standard.
personally. I'm talking about the statement though.
I think
that's
it
like
does
if
have to
somebody.
be compared to something.
It does, because what are
it's
you
a
saying?
Standard.
Compared to something.
Because listen,
How would you
does that
know
make it
what's-
okay for you to do it though? You just said girl. If a girl is out here doing this, so now what's
Because you said the question was, should women hold themselves to a higher standard?
no? I said should women hold themselves to a higher standard than men? That's what I
Why does that have to
said.
be compared?
Because that's the statement.
I mean,
I've never heard
there's
that. I've heard it like
I've
It
always
has to
heard
be a
that.
base standard.
Yeah, there has to be
Like-
a base
A
standard.
base standard. Like probably the nuns.
You can't say should women hold themselves to a higher standard because you wouldn't say women. I mean, should people hold themselves to a higher standard? That's the whole conversation. Because if you say should women hold themselves to a higher standard, it's automatically going to be then what? You're saying higher. ER means of something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know? Yes, it does. It's a level up. If I say I'm high
EREST.
and you say I'm higher than you, I'm highest than him. Like he just said. Like
EST.
it's
No, you don't. It don't have
That's
to be
English class,
compared
boy.
to something.
because you're
else.
thinking of it if somebody comes to if you come to me and you're like, listen, you my sister and I heard some stuff about you. I think you need to hold yourself to a higher standard than what you are. You're being
Exactly,
personal
like you just
with
said,
me.
than what you are.
Look at it like
Yes,
this.
but that's like
Well, that's-
singular.
if I say
That's like
or
then
if I
what
just say how you
I.
hold yourself to a higher standard, I'm not comparing it to nothing else.
Look at it
I'm
like this.
saying-
Like
He doesn't
religion.
get it,
Like
guys.
religion.
I do get
Like religion.
Y'all just
People.
wanted to be compared to something else. They don't have to be compared to nobody
But
else.
this is the
What you
statement
do in your life
given
is
though.
what you do. You don't have to. No, I'm saying I never heard it that way. On other shows, I've heard shows and stuff, or different podcasts or talk shows or whatever, where they say the statement they should hold themselves to a higher standard. They're not saying versus men or versus anybody else. They
It
should
has-
hold themselves
But
to a
that's
higher
what
standard.
you're saying. That's
it
what
has
I'm
to
telling
be compared
you.
to something because you gotta think like.
They don't.
like,
Why does it have to be?
if you look at, all right, let's just
Why
say
you
for,
arguing?
let's just say religion for example, like they have like this idea that you want, that things that you should follow. So this should be the shit that you should live up to. But that's kind of in comparison to the higher standard. Like you sinning and doing all this, you're supposed to live up to this. It's a base model.
Yeah.
You just living up to
Like,
it.
basically, they're saying this is the standard for men. Women need to do this because we're women. It's a certain way a woman should carry herself.
There's stereotypes.
And it's to a high, yes, that's what that's what we're saying. Well, I get what you're saying, but that's not what I'm saying. That wasn't the question I asked. You're changing it, kind of. You're changing the narrative of
holding
it.
to a higher standard, as in
like an individual,
encouragement, like encouraging. When a lot of times it's more so like, all right, if I had sex with 5 women and then a woman has sex with 5 men,
I'm a hoe,
exactly.
and you're a player.
Exactly.
You that nigga for real. Like,
It depends on the time frame between.
Yeah, but I mean that's.
But even still, if you just think of a base 5, period, no matter the time frame or not, there's still a difference in what that means for a man and a woman.
Because you could tell a guy your body count and he'll fall out of the chair, and then you ask his, and he lost his virginity at 10 years old and doesn't even know his body count.
That's the problem.
It's
exposure to sexual activity at an early age.
Yeah,
that is a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
But for a lot of people, it wasn't a choice either.
Yeah,
Can't
so
forget
going back, I guess, to the
that.
base level
I'm just
of the
saying.
conversation.
I'm just saying.
I don't think there's not a war. I think there's just a misunderstanding. Like, I think that we try our best to understand one another instead of just listening to one another. And I think that people try to speak for the masses of men and the masses of women. When in reality,
you can only speak on your
Justin
situation
LA boy
and the person you're dealing with.
Sometimes he do come. Sometimes Mr. Lil Boy do come through for the ladies, and I'll be like, yeah, but usually he getting on us. I ain't gonna lie.
That's cap though. Like most of the shit be cap, cause it's because I feel like that affects. Cause you know, people look at social media as
the holy grail.
The written rule. Yep, and that's why I feel like people see what he's saying. They like, oh, all these niggas is like that. And then that's gonna get her mind thinking like, oh, this nigga gonna do this. So say this nigga don't. I probably said this before. Don't text you back instantly. Oh, he probably cheating. Right. All this other shit. Meanwhile, he working at Amazon, slaving or sleep. Yeah, working at Amazon, slaving. So.
Yeah.
Working at Amazon, slaving.
Yeah, I be hearing too much about Amazon workers. It's a miserable life. I heard.
I got a question. I'm gonna start with Talil. We'll just start with the base question and then go deeper into it. Pause.
Yeah, I was thinking if that was part. That's up for you.
How do you feel about interracial relationships?
I don't really. I mean, I did it, so I don't really care. I never really cared about it. Like I respect it. I feel like love who you love. I don't feel like love is rooted in one race.
What color?
Yeah, color. Yeah, same shit.
I don't feel any type of way to where, I mean, I can't say I wouldn't date a white man or anything like that, but for now, that's not what I'm looking for. But I'm not going to lie, like a lot of people, your type really isn't who could treat you the best. So maybe, I don't know, because I'm 22, but I don't have any issue with it. I mean, like he said, love who you love. It doesn't really have color, age, unless you're underage or anything like that.
We all, if we go to Ancestry.com and do one of them little 23andMe's, we all something. Yeah. We all a little mixed.
I don't care about it at all. Whoever you mesh with, that's who you mesh with. It don't matter to me. It's a small part of me in my head. I'm like, I do want 100% black babies, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to make that happen.
Like if you meet a mixed girl and you love her and she vibe.
Yeah, if I meet somebody who's of a different race, ethnicity,
you could bring a snow bunny home. I wouldn't be mad at you.
I'm not going. Yeah, like I'm not gonna go out of my way to make that happen. But a small part of me would like that. I prefer that, but like I said, I'm not going.
I ain't gonna lie. See, for me, it's weird. So I agree with y'all. I'm in the same boat as far as like love who you love, right? But there was I had a situation where I got really, really close to making it official with somebody of a different race. And I just couldn't jump the broom.
Because of that?
Lack of better words. Because, yeah, like just the thought of bringing somebody like another race home, and
You don't
like
have
it shouldn't
people,
matter, but
our
thinking
people,
about my parents,
yeah,
and
they
you was
that
right
could
about
play.
like so that's kind of my thing. Like I believe in it, but I personally had a struggle with it, so I can understand how you don't.
I'm not video. Go ahead.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
It's really your
Um,
stuff.
Yeah, it's tough. I think it depends on like your family, because my mom didn't care. But what is crazy, it was crazy. I was getting the looks. I didn't like the looks, but it was crazy because I wasn't getting it from. Well, sort of, I was getting it from my people, but at the same time, I got from my people. They was like, "Oh, y'all look good together," whatever. But I was getting it more from her people or whatever. So like, but I would get the backhand comments. Oh, you don't mess with sisters and all that other stuff. And meanwhile, so I messed with all these other girls I messed with was black. It was just I ended up cuffing this girl or whatever. But it was because we was dating. We see people, we seeing if it works out and this, that, and the third. If it don't work out and I'm just dating, and it works out with this one person, that's just fucking luck. That's not I don't date. That's the thing. I get mad because I'm like, because I've always getting the judgment. Oh, you don't date black girls. I'm like, what? And I get mad. I'm like, yo, all these girls before you was this, that, and the third. Like, and I still get heated about it because I'm like, yo, you don't know me first off, and second off, all these other girls was queens.
A lot of people have the perception that, well, they don't have the perception that you should date who's for you. Instead, they're trying to make someone that they see that they like in this physical appearance everything that they want them to be, instead of just dating around, seeing who you actually vibe with and not trying to change people's beliefs and ideas and things like that. So if you vibed with the white girl more, and
she wasn't
I'm
white.
sorry,
She wasn't white.
It's just automatic, and that's kind of bad. That's racist, ain't it? I don't mean that, y'all. I'm just saying, if you vibe with this woman more than the others, that's just what happened. The others just weren't for you.
And it's crazy. They be like, "Oh, you got a type," and they'll think you want this special type. But like, say if I was like, "Oh no, she's Ethiopian, she's African, so she's an African queen," but she would look different from, you know what I'm saying? So we black, and it's crazy because it's different shades and different, flavors of the black queen. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I went to Africa and got me an Ethiopian or something, they'd be like, "Oh, you only date this, like she's African."
Like,
so,
this was the first girl like
Right.
this. What do you mean?
So so you're wrong. You're ignorant. You're just trying to stereotype me. But
Yeah.
I ain't gonna. I'm gonna let y'all answer these questions.
Got any
So you, man.
before I go further into it?
No, like I said, I don't care. Whoever you mess with, that's who you mess with. Like I said.
Okay, so going, I guess, deeper into it, and we can only speak for our people to a certain extent. So, do black women have more an issue with black men dating outside of the race and vice versa? Like men caring about black women dating white men or other race, period?
Yeah.
Women definitely care more about that. Men don't care as much. I don't know. I never heard no guy say, "Oh, she must not like black men or something just because it's here."
Me either.
So it's a different kind of guy. But black women always say it though. Oh, he don't like sisters. He don't went to that white girl.
Yeah.
No, I did. You know what's crazy? Because I remember we was down Feud, and only time I get offended or I feel some type of way is if she say she only dates this, because I was down Feud, and we was shooting our shots and shit like that, and it was this black girl, and she was like, one of my homeboys was trying to holler at her. She was like, only date white guys, and I'm like, only like that.
How do you know that? Yeah.
Yeah, the only time when she said only, I'm like, that's when I was like, I feel some type of way, because like, why are you limiting yourself to this? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like just like when I said, like, I can't speak for, if I would ever date somebody else of another race, but I can just say right now that's not like my type, I guess, or what I'm looking for, but I can't say I never would, because I could really meet this person and like this person. Like, I have a friend who she only dated dark skins, and she was never happy, though. She was never...
What's her name?
Yo.
Can't tell you that. But now she's dating a white boy, and she's really happy. Like, and I mean, he's cultured, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's a different vibe. He does things for her that those dark skins never did. Y'all just never did it for her. But
90s
yeah,
over niggas.
women definitely do, and I would like to know why you care so much, because I don't. I just feel like, I mean, he's taken and I'm not looking at him anyway, so why do I care? But it's, for some reason, women do. Women definitely care way more than men do about the race thing as far as dating.
And I feel like only time like a brother would probably make a remark like, damn, he got one of them. That's the only time, like, damn.
I think like
now
that.
I can
That's
say
the only time I think like, damn,
I
he
can
got him.
say I do see men a lot online degrading black women when they're saying what they like about another woman of another race. I do see that a lot. So I guess maybe that's where it comes from, but it just personally doesn't affect me. I do see that a lot, though. Y'all don't see that?
Wait,
Say that again?
Men, men online are always saying, you know,
I got like a curly haired woman type shit.
not even just that, but specifically like, get you a white woman, get you a Spanish woman. They don't have to wear fake hair, or they don't, things like
This
that.
is
Like,
crazy.
or be like, you won't have to always buy them eyelashes and all this stuff. Like, well, little do you know, they do wear all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's always, I do see men a lot when it comes to the black women, instead of them just saying, I like Spanish women, or I like white women, I like, you know, I like this, or I like that. It's always, I like this, and they put down black women in the midst of doing
Fresh
that.
and fit.
And it just be like,
Night
okay.
Riders.
So I guess I maybe that could be a reason why women do it. But just for me personally, I mean, he wasn't looking at me anyway, so why do I care? Just like when Chris Brown said in his song something about, what did he say about like
Looking at the wrong
brown
person.
skins and hair or something? He said something, but it just gave me the impression of like, when the girls were mad, I was like, well, do you have short hair? Like, he was like, he likes long hair, something like
Yeah,
that.
he
And they were
targeted a
mad.
specific woman.
Yeah, and I
What
was
type?
like,
See, and that's
do you
the
have
thing.
short hair? Like, why does it matter that he said he likes long hair? Like,
And he's in a different stratosphere. He's getting like, he's not getting the regular schmegular. He's getting top of the line. So it's like, you can't.
he has a type though.
Yeah.
Karuchi.
You can't. Yeah, I can't really blame him, man. He's getting all. I feel like if you're in them type of environments, you probably are gonna have a type, because it's like you got so much to choose from. So he's probably like, you feel me, like Build-A-Bear type shit.
Yeah.
But I forgot what I was about to say. So somebody else take it. Pause. That shit was crazy.
Nah,
That was crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. When I see a black woman with a white man, I
You
do.
think get out?
I don't say it out
If she
loud.
fire, I'll be like, damn.
But I'll be like, bro, you don't even know what to do with that. You don't know, like, cause I guess I'll just think like, bro, like, you know, there's things that you just can't relate to. I can't.
That's
I don't
true.
really know if they can or can't, but I always think that
Just
like,
you thinking.
there's
Like,
She might
things
be
that you
privileged.
can't relate to. You don't even know how to handle that. You don't
Yeah.
know. You don't know how to deal with, like, you know, the crisis and everything that we go through as black
Mm-hmm.
people. So how the hell did you make that happen? But more power to you. You made it
that's-
work.
communication, I guess.
That gives me a little
learning.
hesitancy.
Hesitancy.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, that shit. Hesitancy. Shit like that. Yeah.
Now
So-
you know.
Towards dating, like, let's say a white woman, because I'd be like, the way I talk and like my slang,
Mm-hmm.
unless she a Dundalk, like that, like, my shit wouldn't.
Yeah,
my shit wouldn't
it
be
doesn't
like-
even matter. You're
My
a
shit
different
wouldn't be
kind.
like you wouldn't catch on to my jokes or what I'm saying, or like, now unless she's like hip, she's seen Friday, Paid in Full, and all these other house
She's
parties.
cultured and whatnot.
Yeah, she's cultured. Then it's like, oh, all right, I won't vibe with it. But that's a little, that gives me a little hesitancy. Yeah, the word.
Isn't it crazy how much lenience we give towards our cultured white friends?
Yeah. Some
It's
people do.
crazy. Now I'm not gonna let
I
you
don't
say
have any of the
nigga, but
yeah, I don't have
we don't judge them for the things that we judge other white people for on that, you know.
and we're more
like,
accepting. We'll let them
Definitely.
rap. We'll let them wear this, wear that.
And it's crazy to me.
But for them, like Lil Nas X, you feel me? They was like refuting his country song.
Right.
Like if it was, I don't.
And it banged. I don't know why they were mad. But
Yeah, like I feel like we're more accepting. We accept all cultures and shit like that if they want to participate in our activities and shit like that.
that's a lie. Not gonna lie, that's a lie.
Well, other than they ain't bringing food to the cookout, but like,
Well, I mean, okay, like this whole blackfishing thing going on, anything or culture vultures, I feel like that's used so loosely. It's trends. Like a lot of the things going on these days are trends. And if a white woman is wearing braids, she's a culture vulture. Like maybe she just wanted braids. I just think it's like we live in a melting pot. Like it's.
yeah.
Everybody is they pick and choose what they want to be mad about, because if my white friend who has always dressed the way we do, I guess, like I said, that's a trend, I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say anything to anybody, but I mean, you know, a lot of people have issues with people doing things from another race, or I guess that was influenced by another race or culture or whatever, but I mean,
And it's crazy because styles have evolved. We used to wear suits and shit like that. You feel me? The Black Panthers used to wear them little, you know what I mean, little joints with the afros and shit like that. And the black, the motherfucking black gloves, they was fire too. But styles evolve, so like, of course, everybody's gonna pick this and pick that and pick. We building off. Well, I can't really think of us. I mean, well, I can, because we can say black women getting blonde hair or some shit like that. Like, that's not us. I mean, we can have that, but that's not us. So we all picking from each other. So I think people just want to talk. People just have some shit to be
just
mad
have
about.
to have an issue with every little thing. They pick and choose because, like I said, if it was one of their friends, they wouldn't care. It would be okay.
Right.
And it would be, she's cool though.
Yeah. Let's move on to another topic.
You want to start off with the scenario?
No, I was,
What's your
yeah,
scenario? What's your
do
scenario?
that too.
Okay.
I'm not sick. I'm coughing. I just have a
Take
cough.
that cough job.
I don't like cough drops.
All right. Situation. All right, boom. Say like you pull up to the gas station, boom. See a couple arguing. My man just go upside her head. Would you step in to defend her?
It's situational.
Random woman.
Yeah, random woman.
It depends for me.
It's situational. You guys
What it
see.
depend on?
I know. I'm not just about to jump in.
Yeah.
If he DDT you, I don't know what he gonna do.
That's what I'm saying. He could fight better than you.
I don't know if he DDT you, I don't know what he gonna do to me. I'm not just jumping in off rip.
I think it just
I gotta
depends.
see if you can defend yourself first.
Yeah.
Really gotta see what's going on.
If you got a chance, because you don't want to. You got to be
I ain't about to
cautious.
die. Like he smacked you. Like all you did was get smacked, and then I died.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
At all. There's no balance.
I'm not
Like,
taking your bullet. Nah.
he was mad at you.
Yeah,
But
that's funny.
it's really situational. It really is, because I feel like if it's a couple, sometimes you don't want to get involved because that's just like a person, you know. Like you can't get involved with their mess because what if this person go back and now we beefing? I'm beefing with you and you cool with him again.
Yeah.
Like really, it all depends.
Can't just jump in off rip.
Then it depends on the area we
I might
in.
need to ask some questions. Low
He
key.
could be gangster,
What
like
did she say?
right, yeah. What,
Did she
did she deserve that?
She might have deserved it. You say
Right.
something about your mama.
Yeah.
No, if she spit on him, yeah, she deserved it.
If anybody spit on you, it don't matter. Send her to
Right.
God. I don't know, but
Yeah, see, I ain't gonna lie. See, my initial, my jerk reaction was, hell yeah, I'm jumping in, right?
Right.
But then I kind of, like, as y'all talked, I started to think about the fact that, like, yeah, like, literally, they could be beefing, and then you intervene, and now you getting cussed out by the both of them.
yeah,
Right.
Like, mind your goddamn
it's
business.
really situational.
So
like,
I might pull up, like, yo,
this is
everything
crazy.
good here?
That's okay. That's a good
And
way to stay
then-
neutral.
Yeah, because, you know what I'm saying? Shit you can get your ass
It can
whooped by
get
the both of
hectic.
them.
Yeah,
I said, fuck that. I ain't interfering
and
because
I was.
only because like I probably like, damn, you know,
Yeah, I
everything
might
good.
say something.
bro?
I ain't going
Yeah,
over there.
I ain't. You feel what I'm saying? Because first off, he might be, hey yo, mind your fucking business, like type
Yeah.
shit. And I be like,
Like,
oh, you got that
now
king?
we gotta fight because
Oh, you
now
fight.
all
Yeah.
the attention
Fight.
is off of me. Like,
You got that king?
I mean, on
Y'all
me.
enjoy your
You jumping
holiday.
in, you jumping in talking about some, hey yo, what the hell you doing?
Right.
He said, Oh, you bulletproof.
right. Like,
Fuck
and I was thinking you got a chance because you bigger than me. But I'm thinking
And then
David and Goliath. You never know.
Think, boom. If you assess the situation, I can't implement my Detroit urban survival training. You know what I'm saying? You too far away, so you can't.
You
get
can't do
shot.
all of that. You too
Swiss
close.
cheese. Turn me into smithereens.
Yeah.
I step over that.
Yeah.
And then she back with him
on fire.
on the
This
phone.
situation.
You have a collect call from.
Yeah.
She back cool with him. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, what? I did all that for you. And you.
Man, real shit.
Seen the woman get smacked up out there.
It's really situational. I feel like I would be like,
You know how people usually break up stuff when people start making noise around it or like beeping the horn, then they usually stop.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey.
I would just cause a lot of commotion. Like, yeah.
Damn.
But I feel like me as a woman, I'm not. What can I do? He gonna beat
That's
me
like
up
in the
too.
back-
He already beating her. I'm a her.
In
Like
the
what?
back of all them type videos, you hear somebody like, "Yo, she a female, yo."
Yeah.
Oh, damn, yo. Damn, yo.
Don't
She a
even know
female.
Stop,
Chill
yo.
out.
Could've
Stop
been beating
doing
the
that.
dog shit at him at first, then he just finally hit her back.
You had a female dummy.
Yo, she a female, yo. Damn, yo.
Well, now
I'm
I
one
have
of
a
those.
question.
I'm one of those. Damn, yo. She a female.
That's like one shorty. Remember that video, the one that said, "You ain't gonna do nothing." After they was in the
I know what
grocery
you're
store.
talking about.
They was in the grocery store and dude smacked the shit out this girl and she turned to her homegirl like, "You ain't gonna do
Right,
nothing."
like you just gonna let this happen? Like he smacked you, what he gonna do to me? That's
She
what I'm
smacked her
saying.
with the force of both of them. She felt that. She felt that
I think
smack.
she fell into the snacks and all that. Like she got smacked hard.
Yeah.
She got one like the Shakisa pop. Wow.
Sharkeisha was,
What I'm going,
that shit was powerful.
I'm going to stand up to you now after I just seen what you could do. I don't.
Yeah, real shit.
Oh, so I got another scenario. Boom. Since we talked about relationships, so what if like you in the midst of a relationship? Boom, it's not going bad. Y'all about to break up, and they pull a.
Wait, what? It's not going bad, but you about to break
I mean,
up?
it's going my bad.
Close your conversation, I guess.
No, it's going bad, and y'all about to break
He just
up.
worded it wrong.
Yeah, my fault.
He's a
Damn.
booty hole. He's a booty
Right.
hole. That's what I've been saying this whole time.
say, all right, well, let's go for 10. Say we went with that whole thing, you got through your whole thing.
I would have cleaned it
You
up.
be like, what?
We knew what he meant though.
Right, I would have cleaned it up.
I did know what he meant. I knew what he meant.
I would
I
have
knew
cleaned
what you
it.
meant.
Right, I would have cleaned it up.
He's an
Context
asshole.
clues, man. Context clues.
Huh.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
You said what you said.
Go ahead, bro.
He's a booty hole.
Yeah, so you in the midst, y'all about to break up, whatever. You say, oh, I'm done. We about to break up and all that.
Clarification is not going good.
Yeah, it's not going good. And she pull her or he pull her. I'm gonna kill myself if you break up with me. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna break up with him. You're doing too much. Now, if I already know you to be suicidal, I'm gonna get you some help. But that's probably the reason I'm breaking up with you. You're suicidal. I don't know.
Girl, tell me that. She's going to have to die then.
Yeah.
Hey, what kind of
I'm
casket
calling
you
your
want?
bluff. I'm not really gonna call your bluff. I've seen somebody go to jail for that. But I'm
You
saying
can go to jail for that?
No.
I'm saying basically she was telling him like, well, do it. And he did it. So yeah, she did go to jail.
No.
Look up the story.
No, I know what story you're talking about, but that was way different.
He's about to get super technical. Like I'm saying, I was just saying
yeah.
she did call his bluff
That's the
though. She
base
was
stuff.
kind of
Yeah.
like
I know, but
he's gonna
on
get
his scenario,
technical.
we going with his scenario. He said if somebody says that just to stay with you, you can't be charged if you break up.
No, I was saying
If you say do it.
yeah, I was saying I would be like do it, but I'm saying I was just kidding. I'm not really gonna convince him to do it. I'm
Right,
I'm
you
just
just
gonna
gonna
call
still
his
break
bluff. Yeah, there was a difference. You don't gotta relax. I'm just
Nigga on 10.
y'all get what I'm saying.
That
Well, in that story that you're talking about though, the one that
Chill,
actually
yeah.
exists, she actually did convince him to kill.
She did.
So she was, and she didn't even get that much time. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel 50-50 about it. Like
think
it
you
wouldn't
get-
bother me if she didn't go to jail, and it wouldn't bother me that she did.
I don't think you should get time for.
I don't either. Low key.
Did you know that story we talking about?
She just told him how to do it because he was always
shit.
talking
So-
about doing it.
No, because he was a suicidal. She convinced him for weeks.
I think I
She
heard that
planned
story.
it for him. Told him how to do it, where to do it, what time to do it. She told him all the details.
Oh yeah.
She didn't just say.
Damn.
She planned the whole thing for him, and then she kept encouraging.
Did she
him
dig
to
his
do
grave too? Like the fuck?
She kept,
That's the
and
only thing she
so
didn't
she
do.
planned the whole thing for him and encouraged him to do it over the matter of weeks and weeks.
Wasn't it like the white people?
It was- yeah, they
there
were a
was times
couple.
in the text. There was times where
Was this on Lifetime?
There was times
He
where
was saying
changed
he
his
was
mind.
like, I don't think I want to do it, and she was like, why? You're always
Yeah,
talking
there was
about it
times
though,
where he
so
changed
do
his
it.
mind and wasn't going to do it.
I think she
and
was
she
fed
still
up.
convinced him to do it. Yeah, you should be charged. You killed him. Basically, you killed him.
I ain't gonna say that now.
No,
See, that comes with because it's just kind of like
words.
I understand. Yeah, words are words. I mean, to him, he's suicidal, but just because you're listen, but that's like always having to tiptoe around people's triggers. I cannot control you at the end of the day. I can't. It doesn't matter how much your mind may be in a fragile place. I could be talking to somebody that I don't know their mind is in a fragile place. And so you have all your issues in your life, and I could be having a conversation with you for the first time, and I say something that triggers you, and you blame me for your reaction because you did something crazy. I can't control that. I do get it. That's why there's laws in place. I get it, but to me, I don't agree. Like, I don't know. I mean, she did plan it and all that. It's kind of like, if you plan, if you're the mastermind behind a robbery, I get that. But I'm just saying, like, don't put me on a council. I don't know. I'm just not going to send her to jail, to be honest. I don't know.
What about you? One more.
I'd probably, like, one up the situation. Like, I'd talk to the parents, like, hey, I'm going to leave. But I'm be like, yo.
That's happened to me before. I'm not
make sure that that's good. I'm out.
He sent a picture of a pill bottle and everything. I'm not kidding. And you see, we not together. So he's still here. He's living. It was just manipulation.
Yeah.
It was manipulation.
It was me.
That's going to make me want to break up with you even more. Like, why are you trying to manipulate me?
You just a girl tell that to me. I'm like, okay, well, that's on you.
Damn, I ain't.
That's on your own time.
I'd have ghosted. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, if I know you actually are suicidal, then like he said, I'll go. But
like a lot of times, like, I just jumped. Like, I'd go to the parents, let them know what you said, and then they can handle that situation because.
Yeah. Now, if I know you to be manipulative, then I just really don't care. But if you really do have those types of issues, one, that's probably why I'm breaking up with you. And then two, I mean, I'll tell your parents. But I'm still going to leave you. So.
Yeah, I definitely would have. I ain't think I would have thinking like before you said talk to the parents, I'd have ghosted. Going to hell with gasoline drawers, like I said. Fuck it.
How do y'all feel about ghosting?
I do it a lot.
Really?
It don't take long. Like my initial relationship with a woman, right? Mm-hmm. There's certain things that I'm looking for that are it's clipped right away.
Yeah.
And if you hit those notes, I'm just not gonna talk to you again. Like, and I know it in the back of my mind. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be polite, I'm gonna be nice, but you'll never see me again. You'll never hear from me again. So, I mean, I think it's fine. I
don't always ghost, but I disconnect. Like, I guess I keep saying it's situational, but it's true because you could be cool to be a friend, but I'm not gonna deal with you like that. But now, if you really give me a reason, yes, I will ghost you. Like, unapologetically, I'm stubborn, so it'll be like you don't even exist. I could walk through you in public, but it depends on really, I guess, what you did or if you have certain beliefs that are like crazy.
What's your zodiac sign?
Leo.
I know. I just want to do that.
Yeah, gang. Y'all know.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Leos.
Sometimes some people just gotta be ghosted.
Yeah.
I just got.
Like, you was wild.
Some people you just can't give you no explanation. Because you're not going to accept it.
Because they'll want to manipulate back into your life and tell you why you're wrong for feeling that way. Like, man, listen, this is how I feel. And I don't want to deal with you because of it.
Just got to say, leave that one last text and then I reply.
I'm definitely a ghoster. But it's...
He's like he do it all the time.
No, I said it in like what? I forgot what episode.
Listen. I'm not sick. Y'all gonna feel great after this. It's a cough. My parents have bronchitis.
I forgot what episode. Yeah, I said like I was going to ghost this girl and I already knew I was going to ghost her. I mean, and like I was like after that with one of the dates, I was like we had another date that we had in mind. I was like, oh yeah, I was like, I ain't forget about the next date. Never messed it up again. But
all right, now that was wrong.
No, because, like, that shit wasn't. I already knew it wasn't.
I mean, but that was petty. But where's there's like a line between.
It wasn't no specific day.
Yeah, like
I ain't forget about that date.
But you can't just make plans
ghost.
Yeah. You want to ghost off something.
Yeah, you're supposed to ghost right away. Like, never contact her after that date. Don't be like, yeah, we can link again and then
smoothly, like, just not reply to her.
Yeah,
that ain't smooth. Smoothly is what I did. Y'all just cutting
No.
it smooth.
I'm waiting on
No,
you.
'cause you
Like,
made plans. How you gonna make plans then go?
Smooth move.
I'm thinking you like me because that's the impression you gave.
You put a
You
to be
supposed to-
continued
yeah.
on.
Exactly. That's smooth. That's why you
No.
always. That's intriguing.
That's bumpy.
No,
that's
intriguing.
no.
Y'all just leaving it at
No,
the
you
end.
supposed to ghost off like a good
Yeah.
night. Like she say good night, then you say good night, and, then
And
you never text her again.
never.
Not
There's
make
never a good
plans.
morning. Like,
That ain't smooth.
is-
that
cutting
is
it,
smooth.
That's just cutting it straight off. You flying the plane. You
No.
I mean, y'all glide. She glides. She like, damn.
He
Damn,
didn't
I'm running
even
out of
take
gas.
off. He just landed. Like, you
No,
didn't.
she in the air. She was still waiting for the. You know what I mean, oh, when I'm gonna set this date up. Nah, she's still in the air.
Yeah, and your plane is still flying. Our plane has
It's
landed.
ended. It's clear to her. Like, she's still
She
wondering.
thinking something's
Like,
still gonna happen.
yeah.
You supposed to ghost off something that's just
Exactly.
That was
That's
crazy.
Smooth sailing, right?
She on that flight until she
No.
run out of gas.
Exactly.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was like 2 years ago. So I'm pretty sure that plane.
Well,
is
now when
gone.
she sees you, there's gonna be animosity. That's what I'm saying.
she's ghosted. She ain't gotta see me.
We know.
But
she
nah,
didn't have to think what she ghosted.
How you gonna ghost off plans?
Yeah,
You know, that's
that was crazy. That was a bit. That was petty. That's what you call petty. Like,
This nigga
Them
toxic.
dark
He
skin.
cool
Them
with
dark
it.
skin. Them dark skin.
Ooh.
You know what's weird about
Toxic,
that though?
yeah.
The weird thing about ghosting, like, because I've been ghosted before.
I have too. I
But
feel like
I hate it.
I didn't mind.
Because
I do too.
I'm a big fan of constructive criticism. So let me know what I did.
That's
Yeah.
what I want to know.
Like, you can be on your way, but
Yeah.
I want to know what I did.
I would respect that more. Like I
Yeah,
said,
like-
because I'm gonna feel away if I see you.
Like,
And
because
I'm
some
like-
people can't take the
Yeah.
criticism.
criticism. Yeah.
But I don't like, all right, you ghosted me. Copy.
I'm thinking
I
something
don't
wrong
want
with me.
anything here no more because I understand what it is. But I want to know what I did
Yeah.
so that I don't get ghosted
Right,
again
I'm like
myself.
And I guess that's
Right,
just
I like
us kind of wanting to know. I mean, that's kind of a way to bruise your own ego, but I still do want to know. Like, dang, what was
And
the
if
last
somebody
straw
asked me
for
the
you?
constructive criticism why I ghosted them, I tell them too. You tell a
See.
girl if she asks you why you ghosted them. Like,
It depends
you-
on
No,
who it is.
I would, but it wouldn't be helpful. Like, cause, like knowing myself, I'd be like, I don't know, bro. The vibes just wasn't there. And then she'd be like, what the fuck did that even mean?
Yeah,
but
and
it
then
means
goes
something
on
to
and
me.
on. But that's why I'm really on this whole who's for you is for you. Like,
Yeah.
you can't. And I feel like people just don't like to hear that they're not the one. Like, you're not
That
the
goes
chosen
fast
one.
too. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too.
Like,
Yeah.
if
You just
I-
one thing. You don't compromise. You don't.
No, like fast. Like if we texting or something,
Mm-hmm.
say I meet you and we start texting, and if you the type of girl who, which a lot of girls do, if you the type of girl who, if we talking
One-word
and stuff,
answers?
and one word answers, and or like,
Oh,
like
yeah,
we getting
okay.
to know each other.
There's no
We texting,
substance
and I'm
there. What do you
asking
mean?
you questions and stuff to get to know you. You replying, but you're not.
You're not
How
asking me.
about
You're
you?
not
How about you?
engaging.
We
You're
need to
not
come
hitting
up
me
with that
how
It's
about-
shirt.
only
like, if I
about
ask you a bunch
you.
of series of questions and you answer them, then don't go. How about you? What do you like?
That's a conversation ender. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
just goes
annoying.
right there.
That's understandable. That's not crazy. He was crazy.
I'm gonna go. Like, I'll go to people by like the third text. Like super
Nah,
third?
facts. Yeah, yeah.
All right, now that's okay. That's
I feel it though. But
I'm not
not
gonna
3
say
page
it's.
swipes. I'm talking about the third text.
Yeah, that's.
Like
She could
literally
be
the third
shy.
text.
Like,
Yeah, it's clip. I
ain't gonna say third.
I'm a bad texter.
yeah.
I can ghost that fast if it's in person.
I feel like we need a conversation through text, a conversation on the phone, and
If it's
to
in
link.
if it's
I
in
feel like-
person, I can ghost very fast.
yeah.
If you can have me
Because I
walking
get
around
all your
smiling,
vibes right there.
if you can have me walking around smiling, all right, she cool. But if you
Talking about
can't,
the cell phone,
Yeah.
on the phone, walking.
nah, you know,
Y'all don't really think it's a 3-thing type of thing. Like,
Yeah,
some
that-
people have different presences in different situations. Some people are bad at texting. I feel like I'm really good at communication. Like, it's I don't understand how people just aren't. You do it all the time, but
I do it.
some people are better on the phone than they are in text. And I mean, if you're better on the phone than you are in text and your vibes are funky in person, I'll ghost you. But I'm saying I
Yeah.
think there's just like people don't give people enough time to get to know them. But then also I gotta say, sometimes you know yourself and you know, look, like, I'm a good texter. If you're not a good texter, that's not gonna work because I only be having time to text.
And for clarification, the girl that I said ghosted, she wouldn't text, like she was like texting hours later.
See, that don't bother me.
No,
I guess
but
it depends.
It depends. It's not all the time, my nigga.
It don't bother me.
You're not at work 24/7, and I know, like, if I know you,
if
on
I
your
know
phone,
what
like,
your schedule is, and it's just like you just,
then it's like,
I
oh,
know you're always
that's
on
why
your
I left her
phone.
with that Easter egg. Oh yeah, we going on this next date. Nah.
That's still, I'm sorry,
So
you're
you
still
was- that
not,
was like a get
you're
back
still
to
not
her.
justified.
Oh, you ain't gonna text
He
me
wanted
back?
to get her back. She
Yeah,
waiting.
you ain't gonna text me back.
She was waiting for
I ain't forget
72
about that.
hours.
I ain't forget about that
Yeah.
trip. Yeah.
See me, I don't know. Text messaging,
He was being tit for
it
tat.
doesn't bother me like that. Like
It
I don't
don't,
like
it don't.
like in person and phone calls are what really matters to me. We don't have to text all fucking day. It doesn't mean like it. Like you know, one of the sexiest thing a woman can say to me.
Call me.
I understand you're busy. Talk to me when you're not busy.
That's
That's amazing, bro. But people don't do that. People just assume that you're gonna drop everything you've been doing for the past 7 years
because you're
I'm
dealing
just
with
gonna
them,
shift
and this is what they
and
need.
I will text you 24/7. And then sometimes like I literally will be like, dog, I'm reading a book. I'm listening to music.
King.
I'm just not on my
Stimulating
phone
that
right
mental.
now.
Now,
Like I just I can't. Like I just don't want to be on my phone right now.
but they
Call
have
me,
to know that
I'll
about
answer.
you.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, a lot of people don't read and have their phones in their hands all
Right.
day. And so it's like, if I know that about you and you're not texting me back, I mean, you are going to get offended. And this is because I really want you to like me. So everything you're doing, I'm taking personally.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is.
Right.
For females more so than males, because y'all are like very simple, because y'all think by logic and we think with our emotions. But it's true, and I feel like that's what we both need to understand about each other. Because I'm going to feel a type of way. If I know you to have your phone in your hand all the time, or even if it's in your back pocket and you're out, but whenever you get a notification, you look at it, you gonna look at it and not text me back? Why'd you do that? Like,
Yeah,
That was my thing.
it's like, why would you do that? Like,
That's why I had to get
now I'm
tick for tack.
thinking.
yeah, but
See,
like,
he
I
on
be-
demon time though.
No,
I
it's
just think that
it's a respect
sometimes,
thing. It's a
like, I
respect
might
thing.
not be doing anything.
You had to give it back to her.
Yeah.
Like I'm a like in person. I'm a huge fan of in person.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in a
So
relationship,
that's your love
with-
language, like
yeah, like physical.
physical and
If I'm in person with you,
quality time.
I can read my book in peace. We don't have to talk, but you
We're right
see
here.
me,
like that
you
You're
vibe,
reading
understand
your
that.
book and I'm
energy.
reading my
Yeah,
book.
like it's
Yeah.
just there. But via text, it ain't there. So if I'm not responding to my text messages, and then I text you and say I'm reading a book, if you're not in the books, you're like, I don't give a fuck about that book. Fucking respond to me. But it's a weird balance you gotta have, especially in the beginning of a relationship, because
In the beginning is where everything is fake.
Yeah,
Like
it's the
I'm being
honeymoon.
my best person right now. That's why I be trying to be I don't try to be my worst person, but I do try to show some red flags.
yeah,
But that's because I know myself,
yep.
and I feel like compromise is a big thing when it comes to that. Like, people don't know compromise these days.
Do y'all send out them toxic texts when you do get ghosted though? Them happy birthdays,
Like-
them happy holidays. Because I do. I send them joints out religiously.
No. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm about to say, 'cause
You were
I,
ghosted.
I
Like
can
you,
only send
you-
out a message like that if I'm not ghosted, right?
I'll send
Yeah.
it once. No, what you mean?
Like
I'll
if the
send it once.
situation just didn't work, or
If you ghost me, I'm unfollowing you. Like, I'm not. I mean, I guess it depends. It depends.
I'll send it out
Because
once.
if it's like I know you're a player and you know it was just my turn, like we hung out and then we're just never gonna hang out again because I know what you want. I don't even know why I hung out with you. I might have. We're dumb. We're young, you know. But in those situations, I might not unfollow you. Like, you're for the neighborhood. But I mean, if it's a specific guy, and he pursued me and then he ghosted me after the date, and then you don't even tell me why. Like, if I ask you why, yeah, I'm unfollowing you. I'm disconnecting because now, like, I gotta try to give the energy back a little bit. So it was
it's kind of funny because that I got ghosted before, but I was able to reconnect and ask
Steve.
why.
Did you send a toxic text though?
No, it was just because she still followed me on socials, and then eventually I
Laughing
think
at your stories
something
and shit?
happened on the story, and she laughed. So then I'm like, bro,
That's
like,
she's
what I do.
bold. What?
so I'm like,
That's what I do.
why did you ghost me?
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
trying
want to
to
know why.
avoid you now.
And she told me that it was because I didn't offer her a bottle of water at my house. And I'm like, all right, that's fair.
No, it's
But
That's
it
really-
is fair
I guess if that's what you want,
because that's what they
I
want.
can't be
exactly.
mad at you. But now I'm
she
ghosting
didn't-
you.
Yeah, and she
'Cause-
didn't get the opportunity to understand how I am in my household. Like my house,
help yourself.
open the fucking fridge. There ain't gonna be nothing in there.
Well, I do feel like,
Like-
I mean, I don't get what she's saying, but I also feel like maybe from now on you need to let people know, listen, this is a house, it's mi casa, es su casa.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe that's what you probably do now.
Yeah, so I learned from it. So now I've adjusted.
Yeah.
You want a bottle of water?
Now she would just.
See, that's a habit
She
for me, though.
seems needy though, right off bat. Like, girl, you could have
over
asked for a bottle of water.
No, it's a habit though.
Yeah.
That's a habit for me though. I get Like
I understand it's manners and whatnot, but it's also like, I mean, if I don't, like,
I might have. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
That's why. Crack that joint open, she.
Right.
But I'm bold and blunt, so I'm gonna be like, you gonna get yourself some water and not me? Like that wouldn't be a deal breaker for me.
Clack, clack, clack.
But then I get it because you could also be the guy to like open the door for yourself, and I'm behind you, and you let it hit me in the face. So
see,
you know,
and that's the
And
weird
then,
thing.
speaking of that, why I have not have a problem
chivalry.
with. No, it's not. It's not. It's like, why? Okay, say the holding the door, letting the women go in first. Say if somebody was shooting at that motherfucker, she getting shot first.
I mean,
That's true, but that's
that
a crazy
ain't-
situation.
yeah,
I mean, I know that. I can probably hear
What
the
if somebody's
gunshot.
shooting from behind? You
Right.
get shot first. Like,
Yeah.
that don't really.
At that point, it's free for all. I don't
If
know
you
where you
walked
going.
to the store with somebody
Call
with a
me
gun,
after
then,
and
I
meet me
mean-
up.
See, that's why.
And yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
yeah.
I get what you're saying. I get it
On
now.
the sidewalk, the man's supposed to walk
Yeah,
toward
on
the
the-
street, and the
yeah.
girl's supposed to be on the inside.
Yeah,
Why I gotta get hit?
I agree with that.
No, I'm
but
cool
didn't
with
you
that.
say you
Don't
were
try to
stronger
change
and
my
we
words.
need y'all?
Don't
Didn't
try
he
to
just
change
say earlier we're stronger
Right.
and we need
Now-
y'all?
now can-
Protect us.
Can I
He try to change my
clear
words.
that up?
Yeah.
So, so I don't know what like the rest of the world learned, but the idea behind walking closer to the curb is so that if water splashes,
Yeah.
it's never
Just like
been
putting
about
your
getting hit
jacket
by
down.
a car.
Yeah, right.
But then also,
Hello, Cool J.
I will say, like, when I'm in public, with the man, like, say we're holding
Well,
hands
my
and
clothes
stuff,
gotta be messy.
I like him to walk like a
got
step
a
or
tie pin
two.
on.
Can you shut
A
up?
step or two ahead.
I like him to walk a step or two ahead, or, you know, I guess just so he could grab the door and open it. But then I still want him to kind of be in front of me. Like, I don't know his habit. Maybe, I mean, my
Yeah.
father was like that, so.
Yeah, like I
That's
have
just-
really good manners to a fault, which is kind of weird because it gets to a point where I'm told I'm too friendly.
I hate that.
Me too. That was my last relationship.
But,
I didn't understand.
I've never thought of
Might be a
a
Leo
bottle
thing.
of water as a part of manners.
Maybe
so.
so, but you know.
Right, like you thirsty ass.
Yeah, like
nice
bro, if you
people.
thirsty,
Yeah.
then you
Don't
thirsty.
get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, can we talk about what's guidelines for too friendly in a relationship? Because I feel like we know what's cheating, but people will be mad at you for being social because they're not. Like, I could be across the room talking to a guy or whoever in the same room, and my spouse would be mad because we're laughing and stuff. Instead of him asking,
It's physical for me.
yeah, it's
physical.
too touchy. Okay.
I think
That's what it is for me.
it depends on the person because you have to know that person.
Yeah, you know your partner.
Because I'll be like, oh yeah, you can socialize.
That's just her.
If I went to-
She's social.
If I went to the bar with my girl and like we done covered this scenario before.
Yeah.
Went to the bar with my girl and another dude talking to her. I'm not gonna mind if.
But if
when
he's
he tried to
flirting,
shoot a shot,
what are you
then
gonna
I'd
do?
be like, well, this my girl. Like, but if they just talking and like having good vibes, just like having a laugh or whatever, I don't care. Cause what is she only supposed to talk to me at
Yeah.
the social place?
Yeah.
She's supposed to talk to me. We could have did this shit at home if we just gonna talk to each other.
Exactly.
See, but a lot of girls they drop their friends when they get in a relationship.
And that's something that it's like when we have male friends, like I said, you just really got to know your partner
Yeah,
because some people are too flirty, but that's the difference. Like friendly and flirty was the, because to me, I could be like a touchy person. I'm not touching him inappropriately, but I could be like, ha, ha, and laugh and hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, where's the compromise? Like, you have to understand that this is me. Like, this is how I've always been a whole 21 years before I met you, 22 years before I met you. Like,
Male friends is tough. That's a tough
it's
one.
tough.
You have to.
But female friends is tough too.
That's why my whole policy is, if you before me, if you knew him before me, I can't say nothing. If you
But
get-
then also, what's y'all relationship been like? Because a
Yeah.
lot of these friends and bros and sis, they
brothers,
they don't be bros
they
and
was
sis. and
knocking the
brothers.
joint out of right.
All right. So I got a question that kind of reverses all the way back to the beginning of the pod that I wanted to ask you about. So you said that men in 2022 in today society haven't adapted to the modern woman. So what is submissive as the modern woman today? Like how can we learn to adapt?
I guess things we could submit to is, like, you mean like, I guess I kind of gotta answer what I think a alpha male is. So, a man who can lead without me feeling like he's trying to control me. So I guess someone I can learn from, and he's not trying to belittle me because of things that I don't know or that he doesn't like. I guess I could feel safe and not like I have to have masculine energy. And maybe, I guess it just does all depend on your partner. Like 50-50 is a big thing these days. And I guess that kind of goes with how I'm saying that guys pick and choose when they want to be men, because we want to be 50-50 in a household. I want to be 50-50 with you, but I want you to also have food cooked and clean and all that stuff. You can't pick and choose. If that's, you can't be 50-50 with me. Sometimes we have to be 60-40 and 70-30 and stuff. So I guess just being fair and trying to be more emotional and tap into your emotions. Like, I don't need someone perfect, but I just need someone to understand the woman. And it's like, gotta take accountability too. Like, women do struggle with accountability more than men, I guess, these days.
Thank you.
I feel like that's true. I can say that I learned that about myself in the past year, but I can also tell you why. So yeah, I mean, I guess just try to learn women. Like, don't go off of what you think you know already, because a lot of things you think you know is how you were raised. And a lot of people weren't raised in this generation in a 2-parent household. I think that comes with, like, marriage. I don't want to go all sidetracked, but I feel like when you come from different backgrounds and stuff, you know, you have different beliefs. So when you're dating out here, people are always trying to go off of what they've seen and what they know and, you know, their friends and all that stuff, but you all come from different places. So don't go off of habit, go off of the situation, go off of who you're dealing with. I guess guys just really have to try to learn a female, not just off of what you think a female should be, because we're all different. Like, just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I have the same beliefs as the next woman. It doesn't mean that if I say I believe this, I would do it. Like, you can't.
This war gonna be
You get
going
what
on
I'm
forever.
saying?
War gonna go on forever because you got the Shade Room Queens in the comments. Got the Kevin Samuelites. And you got the Fresh and
Hey, look, but the war ends when you find your person.
It does,
like
if you
that.
find your person.
That's all. If you find your person, when you find your person, the war ends for you. And who gives a fuck about the rest of the war?
Yeah.
Because now you got to deal with the war in your house.
That's true. Did I answer your question, though?
Be
Yeah.
discharged when you
Okay.
find your person.
Yeah.
Be discharged when you find your person.
Like, I'm not rushing to be settled down, but I'm low-key. Come on now. I at least want to know when, because this is a
Planting the
crazy
seeds.
world out here.
Plant the seeds.
Yeah.
Earthy joints. You know what I
It's
mean?
hard
Earthy
out
Queens. I mean,
They be
Earthy Queens, Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? Natural joints. You know what I mean?
You want to close this out, Sean?
Yeah, my camera went off.
That's been another episode, the season finale of season 2 of the Cuzzies podcast. Appreciate you coming on the pod, giving your ideas. I'm Sean with a C. C stands for congratulations. Yes, sir.
on 100
Yes, sir.
subscribers
100
once again.
subscribers.
Yeah.
To my right, we got one more Ivan, TOB Iv. We can't take any kids. Left, we got Alice Maria, Youngblood, Tito. To my left,
La Cienega.
we got Sweet Tea what?
Sweet Tea Light, because you
She
niggas
like.
need to drop them likes. My camera went off so y'all can't see me. But y'all niggas need to drop them likes. You know what I mean?
We out.
Couldn't buy it. Love it how she talking when she suck me, shit be fire. I ain't even slept in 48 hours. Told that bitch I'm tired. Asked me where I'm from, I told her ass home of the wire.